What's going on? Born for Sports. Welcome to the Ride or Die Met Fan Show. I got my guy Ramon joining me today. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing today?
All right.
All right.
Well, two words that every baseball fan loves religiously like a holiday. Opening day in baseball.
Yes, sir.
And for us Met fans, us ride or die Met fans, today was excitement. It was great. It was the anticipation all day, knowing we're getting started finally. No more talk. We're ready for the season. High expectations, but unfortunately today we didn't get the job done today, as the Mets lose a rare opening day. A rare opening day, as anyone that knows, hey, Mets have the best record in baseball history on opening day, which is a crazy stat, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But they lose today by a score of 3-1 to the Astros in Houston, and it was about what you expect, a low scoring, well pitched game on both sides, especially on the Houston side with Framber Valdez, who's, if you know the game, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball, no doubt about it. And he
Yep.
had good stuff today. And Mets just couldn't get the job done with runners in score position. But it's one game, and hey, we're 0-1 to start. What do you think about that, Ramon?
Yeah, Valdez. Like once he gets on, we've seen like throughout his career, even last year. Like he had 3 games last year where it was like he took a no hitter until like the seventh, eighth, or ninth.
Yeah,
Once he's dialed in. So yeah, he
absolutely.
he was tough. The Mets had their opportunities. They definitely had their opportunities, and they didn't cash them in. Um, but rough loss. But I mean, we'll bounce back from this one. I mean, there's 161 more of them. Like they say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Um, there's some things they need to clean up. They look tight. They look like they were all playing tight. Honestly, they all did. From Clay Holmes, who actually didn't pitch too bad, but he did look tight. And Acuna, he looked tight. Soto looked like he got on base like Soto does, but like that last at bat, he was playing hero ball right there. Like it was like he
Yeah,
was trying to earn his whole contract in one at bat, like to
yeah.
prove to everyone that I deserve to, like that like I'm gonna be here for you guys. But it happens. It happens.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I,
Absolutely.
I I'm just gonna take the positives out of this because that's all you can do. It's one game.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
game.
That's all it is. Just one game. And there's some positives to look at. Before we
Mm-hmm.
begin, Jonathan Scan Cup, my bad if I mispronounced your last name. It's only one game, relax, Met fans. Very
He's
clever,
he's
Jonathan. Very clever one there.
yeah. Good wordplay. Good
Listen,
wordplay.
we calm over here, baby. We calm
No,
over here, man.
like
There's no
there is
doubt about
no there's no the sky is falling.
it. No.
London bridges are falling down. Like everything is good. Like I said, one game, one like
Yeah. And of course, I'm sure um, Jonathan is referring to the last at bat from Mr. Juan Soto. Now, Soto had a solid game today, I thought.
yeah.
He was on base 3 times today, but he struck out with the time run on base to end the game against Mr. Hader. He was fooled on a pitch, a rare chase from the great Juan Soto, a rare chase. So that just tells me he was fooled. A rare time he was fooled. And listen, Hader's one of the best closers in the game. He didn't have his stuff. He didn't have his
Mhm.
A game in that ninth inning as the Mets, got a late rally going and almost got to him. And 3-2 count. Soto worked it. Looked like they were pitching around him to start, and he got fooled. It's a rare time. You tip your cap, you give Hader credit, and you move on. But I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities for Juan Soto, and not only this season, but for the rest of his Met career, that he's going to come up big every time. So, hey,
Exactly,
it
exactly,
is what it
brother.
is. Give Hader credit. He escaped the Houdini job. It is what it is, man.
I expect Soto to come up more times than he's not.
Yeah.
And I'm not one game, one at bat. like you said, on base 3 times.
Yeah.
Look, literally had 6 hits all game. Granted, he had 1 hit and 2 walks, but they had 6 hits, and he was on base 3 of those times. Like, you can't put this on him for 1 at bat.
Valdez is a tough pitcher,
no.
man. He's tough, man. Like he got a hit off of him in the first at bat, and Valdez was very careful with him the rest of the way.
Yeah, you could tell that he was like, you know what? I'll take my chances with Pete.
Yeah. And I thought Pete was solid today. You know, he didn't chase a lot. You know, he only stranded 1 runner today or whatever. But you know, he worked 2 walks out of it, got a hit, 1 for 2. So. Listen, Pete was on base 3 times. The thing about Lindor was on base 1 time. What was it? He got a walk. No, actually, he had an RBI sac fly.
Yep.
You know, but lined out his first at bat, whatever. This is just a game. The Mets they just left too many guys on base. You know, they just didn't get the job done with the runners in scoring position today. I mean, we talked about it off the air. They left 10 on base. 0 for 5 with scoring position, with runners in scoring position. You know, listen, that's a tough pitcher they played today, guys. That's a tough pitcher. Like you mentioned, Valdez is capable of a no-hitter at any start that he's on, you know. And we had him on the ropes early in the game. And when it comes to the great pitchers in baseball, you know, if you don't get to them early when they're not on their game right away, when they settle in, it's a wrap. It's a wrap until they're out of the game, and that's what happened today. The Mets had chances in the first 2 innings, and they just couldn't get the guys in.
We had first and second, 1 out. Vientos, like a perfect ground ball double play. So that stopped the rally, and then the bases loaded with Nimmo. Like that was the one that really surprised me.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because. That's my turning point of the game.
Yeah, because
Nimmo fly out with the bases loaded in the 8th.
You know Nimmo just like I know Nimmo. He's normally patient as heck.
Yeah.
And normally he'll take that first pitch. He'll be like, okay, let's see what they're gonna. And somehow he'll squeak out a walk, you know, out of situations like that, or or something. But like, I think because of how the lineup is right now, I think he's going to try to be more aggressive this year, and I think that this is a product of that.
Right.
I think that this is a product of him being more aggressive. And also another point that I want to make, the fact that we don't have Alvarez right now forced the Mets to try to pinch hit Winker in that situation.
Right.
And kind of waste that pinch hitter. You know, does that make sense? Like they wasted that. Because if Alvarez is in there, you're not pinch hitting for him.
Not at all.
And we're not worrying about that. And then maybe we're looking at center field
Siri?
Taylor today. It was Taylor today.
Right.
Maybe we're looking at Winker pinch hitting for him instead.
Exactly. That's a very good point, bro. Very good point. And, you know, with the injuries to Alvarez, I would have to say probably catcher is the weakest link of the lineup right now. He batted him 9th today, if I may. Yeah, he batted him 9th today. Yep. And big time moment, bases loaded, nobody out in the 9th inning against Josh Hader. You have a rookie catcher in the big leagues. You know, man, that's a tough matchup.
In his very first major league at bat, like
first at bat with
that's
the
tough
game
for anyone. Anyone.
Yeah. And you know he's looked good in spring. Sanger's he's looked good in the spring, but hey, this is the big leagues now. You're going against Josh Hader, who's one of the best closers in baseball. Bases loaded, nobody out in the 9th inning. That was a big out Hader got on him because it changed the complexion of the inning. Because hey, like you said, you know if Alvarez is there, he's hitting in that situation, or like you said, pinch hit situation. Whatever the case, when you maneuver the lineup differently with not batting him 9th. So that's a big time at bat in the game. And, you know, it wasn't the end of the inning as Lindor did line out to center to get a run home, but it changed the complexion of the inning because maybe a veteran player or a more poised player in that situation, not in their first major league at bat with the game on the line on opening day, maybe they're working at bat. Maybe it doesn't end in that result. And you know what? The Mets do get to Hader in that inning, and maybe we're talking about a different outcome. So, hey,
Agreed.
it is what it is, man. You know, that's just the way it goes. That's baseball. That's
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
Jonathan also says Torrens thrown out on third while Soto at bat made me sick to my
Yeah.
tummy. Yes,
Yeah. Yes.
that was another one. Good. That's a
Mhm.
good point you brought up, that Jonathan. Very good point. That inning looked like it was something starting to get going. It was starting to get going. It looked like that was going to be in the inning. We might possibly crack through the Valdez puzzle and running the third. I thought he was going to get to third, and it was just an unfortunate bounce, man. Just an unfortunate bounce, and
Yeah.
and it was just a tough thing. I'm not going to be mad at my guy being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make something happen. We were shut out at that point. The odds of that ricochet right back to the catcher to get thrown out is tough.
And you're hoping that they make a mistake and throw it away when they throw it to third,
Yeah.
also, because
Yeah.
you're like, the catcher's like, oh snap, and if, like you said, lucky bounce right to him. So
Yeah.
it went from a oh crap play to a kind of a routine play to third. Honestly, it did.
Yeah, man. It was just a tough break, just
Mhm.
a tough break there. And also on that play, if you notice, and anyone that knows baseball like we do, a lot of times, the catcher is looking for the runner at second, whether you're a catcher or not, irrelevant, but runner at second on a pitch that goes to the backstop, he's relying more on his third base coach or the hitter to signal take the base because it's such a bang play. And if you look at the replay, Soto was waving him to go. So I didn't see the replay to see if our third base coach was doing it, but I did see Soto wave him to go. Hey, got aggressive, trying to make something happen. Just an unfortunate bounce, man. It's just what happens, man. Cliff checking in, baby. What's good, Cliff? What's going on? LGM, let's go Mets. Yes, sir. Let's go Mets.
Always.
Yeah, man. We just, not the outcome we wanted today, but it's all right. It's all right. There's some positives to take.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Man, I tell you, I was really, really, that turning point in the game was really, for me, was Brandon Nimmo. Because, like you said, man, that's just so uncharacteristic of him to do that, And I'm like, he's walked 3 guys in the inning with 2 outs. He's walked 3 guys. We clearly got him on the ropes. And, you're coming up. And Brandon Nimmo, I mean, if you ask anyone, Brandon Nimmo is the most patient player on the Mets at the plate. And then I understand he was trying to be aggressive. He was just like, I'm going to look for my pitch. And if I see them swinging, hey, he's gotten more adept to swinging at the first pitch more now in his career than he did when he used to. When he used to drive us crazy a little bit with that. But in that position, I needed the other Brandon Nimmo to show up because clearly he was on the ropes. The guy couldn't find the plate. And when he swung at the first pitch in line, I was just like, man, I knew that was the game right there. That was the turning point. It was a tough one. But, I'm not going to be mad about it. Hey, it just wouldn't work out for the Mets today, man. It just didn't. And you got to give the Astros credit. They outpitched us today. They played better defense than we did today, I thought. Acuna's error was a big error in the game, made it 3-0. And, Holmes wasn't great, but he wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It just was he battled out there. He battled. Yeah. He gave us 4 2/3 innings. He only gave up 2 earned runs, but the third run was kind of a tough one. You know what I'm saying? That was the era of Acuna. I think Acuna had some nerves going on as a couple of players on the team went over the day. He kind of rushed that double play turn when he had more time than he did. He kind of just, try to like, he judged. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think he
held it too long and just kind of sailed it.
Right. Maybe he was, Keith made a good point, and Darling made a good point in the telecast because I thought the same thing. Maybe he thought the runner was closer to him sliding into the
anticipated contact. Yeah. Anticipated contact. Yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of like anticipated and just did that and just made an errant throw. And, unfortunate there, just unfortunate there. It led to the third run. And but Holmes wasn't great today, but I thought he battled. He kept us in the game. And the bullpen was great today. The bullpen was great today. And I thought that was the biggest positive, bro. The bullpen.
And you know what? I'll take that because last year and the year before that, because our bullpen has been like buns, So if this is a sign of things, Brazaban, 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 strike, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. I'll take that all day. And then Young came in.
Performance of the day for the team today. He had the
and then
best
Young came in for his inning and held it down. Like, hey, I'll take that all day, every day if they're going to do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like you said, bro. I'm glad you singled him out. Brazaban, I thought was fantastic today, bro. I thought he didn't just keep us in the game today, but he also kept us in the series today. I thought because you don't want to burn your bullpen in the first game on opening day. You don't want that, especially when you're in a situation where you're going to play the 2 more games in this series. It's opening day. Guys are not stretched out yet, man. They're not stretched out yet to be like laboring. And I thought for him to give Mendoza 2 1/3 innings on the first game of the season and save the rest of the pen, that is huge, big time, man. That is huge, big time. To me, in a loss, you don't want to give stars in the game, but he was.
He's the player. He's the player of the game. He's the player of the game. Hey,
no doubt about it.
We're allowed to take something positive from this because it's just the first game.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, Acuna's era. Did it suck? Yes. But that freaking at bat in the freaking top of the 9th inning,
big time, man,
was freaking ridiculous.
Was that what 12 pitches? I think? Like a 12 pitch at bat.
I think so.
That was a tremendous at bat, bro.
Like, that could have been game changing, obviously, if everything goes our way. And then we're not even talking about the era,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
he also bounced back. He bounced back defensively the rest of the game as well after that era.
He looked more comfortable there. Like on the scoop play by Vientos, and then he had to scoop it, and then Pete had to scoop it for a double play.
That was great.
That was great. Like, they all look really good, So growing pains, like it's gonna happen, and
I know there's been talk out there about Acuna and whether he should have made the team or not. To me, I understand it. You want your young players uber focused at all times, especially coming in spring training. But the kid showed that he's got the talent to be an everyday player and maybe a very good player going forward. The kid has the tools, man. And
he played down the
fact
stretch
that he had
run.
that bounce back ability after that era shows me that it's in there, bro. It's in there.
He played down the stretch run during a freaking playoff race, and he played pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you look at him this spring and say, you know what? No, you need more seasoning. That dude got seasoning during a freaking race, during a postseason race, in the postseason too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, why?
It's ridiculous to me.
Why take that confidence that he built then, even if he had a slow spring, and be like, you know what? No, we're going to send you back to Binghamton. We're going to send you back to Syracuse.
Right.
Who is that helping?
At all. He is obviously the guy's an everyday player. I'm sorry. The guy has the talent. He showed it. And, you got to let young players take their lumps so they can be better off of it. As Jonathan checks in again, Acuna battle was like David and Goliath. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That was a tremendous point, Jonathan. That at-bat was the best at-bat of any position player took in the whole game, to be honest. Besides Juan Soto. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a battle, and he didn't back down. He battled out there. He even started 0-2. That was 0-2 for a while, and he worked it all the way and worked the wall.
Fouling
all those high pitches.
1-2, fouling, 2-2, fouling, 3-2.
Show good play discipline, didn't chase. That slider is a signature pitch from Hader, and he saw he didn't have it, and he made the adjustments in the at-bat and laid off of it for the most part. Tremendous at-bat, and he worked the walk, and he kept the line moving. That shows growth. That shows growth to me from a young player. A lot of young players in that position,
They're
especially
trying to
after
hit home
making an error
runs.
early in the game. They're gonna be trying to tag everything.
Swing for the fences every time.
Right.
And
Right.
that's the thing about him. I think he knows. Like Ron and Keith said it on the telecast. He's not as powerful as his brother. He doesn't have his brother's power. He
Yeah.
doesn't need his brother's power.
But he
He's
got
just as
pop.
patient. He
Yeah.
has enough pop, and he hits the gaps.
Yes.
That's all you need. And
Got
he's fast.
speed.
Somebody his speed hitting the gaps, he could hit
Yep.
50 doubles in a season. Like I don't need him to hit freaking 40 home runs.
Right.
You know, like we have
And
other guys for that.
And that's how I judge a lot of these young players, you know, especially when they're first breaking in. It's like it's the top prospects, especially that are expected in your farm system, is what do they do when the moment gets higher? What do? Do they make the adjustments? Do they buckle down? And if they don't get the job done, do they learn from it the next time? And Acuna has clearly shown since last season, okay, that he can get it done when the games matter. People cannot dismiss what he did in the stretch last year, especially when we lost Lindor for a little while. Mm-hmm. Late in the season, he came and gave a shot in the arm to the team. And he came up in big spots for the team and got it done. Now, he didn't play a lot in the playoffs, but he contributed. But in that stretch, in that big time, remember when Alvarez first came up, when we finally called him up for the first time in 2022? Yep. How did Alvarez look at that point in those games compared to where Acuna looked in that stretch in big time games late like that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like Alvarez, he looked lost a lot of the time.
Yeah, you know,
Acuna already looked like a pro when he was up, like there.
He's got ice in that vein.
You're like, damn, like he looks just like his brother. Look at the batting stance. Look at like it's just like give him the chance. Like seriously. Like don't get me wrong, I love Jeff McNeil. I love the fact that you can plug and play him everywhere. But we can't wait for 340 Jeff McNeil no more.
Yeah, that guy's gone.
He's gone.
And he's even changed his approach now. It looks like he just wants to hit home runs now. You know, he's talked about it openly. Like he's more trying to chase more power now in his career at this point.
Listen, I'm curious if the Mets just go young and just go Beatty, Acuna, and see if they can get something for McNeil, even if it's like a middle of the road reliever.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I think McNeil is actually later on.
Like I said, I like McNeil. Like I like what I love. Thank you for what you've done for your organization. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
But you know you got to turn over.
He's got to accept a lesser role if he wants to stay on the team. He's got to accept I'm the utility guy now. I'll play a couple of times a week. Maybe I'll get a big at bat late in the game when the games matter, when the moment matters or whatever, and they need me. But every day, this got to stop. You know, it just has to. You got guys behind you who are ready to contribute that have just a different skill set that makes the lineup more dangerous at this point. Like you said, Beatty's another one. Now, I'm glad
his spring training was ridiculous. I know it's just spring training. I get it. But he was amazing this spring training. His approach was different.
Yeah.
He just looked like a different player out there, especially hitting. Because we know what he could do with the glove.
He changed his swing, I noticed, too. He changed
his swing.
Did you see how now it almost looks like Kyle Tucker. Like he's pulling the ball more now instead of just letting go with one hand. Because when you hit like that, you got to have power to all fields like that. And Beatty really isn't that kind of a hitter to have power to all fields with the swing he had before. So a lot of times he's just guessing and trying to go oppo. Now he's pulling that ball in spring training from what I see, and it paid dividends, no doubt about it. But like you said, it's only spread. I don't want to get crazy. I'm not ready to trust him yet, but I'm willing to investigate. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to see if this tandem of Beatty and Acuna platoon can work. I'm willing to see it. I'd rather see that than Jeff McNeil every day. That's just me.
No, oh my God. Like I said, thank you for your service, Jeff. I appreciate you. I thank you for everything that you did, but it's time. It's time. Right. We can't wait for you to be the batting champion again. We can't.
I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, at this point, you know, he's an older player, you know, and he's always been a one-dimensional type of hitter, you know. And if he didn't give you that one dimension at the level he was giving it to you, like you said, 320 batting champ, well, you know what? His his presence in the lineup, it's not a factor. It's just not. And you
Agreed.
got kids like Acuna who's got pop, who's got more tools in the bag. You got Beatty who's got more pop and young and
And
hey, listen,
I think offline Joshua had said it. Joshua Bolden, he had said it looks like they're trying to make Beatty the new McNeil.
Right. Well,
Because
like
they put
playing
him
them
at
all over
third,
the
they put
place.
him at left. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, you can play second.
Yeah.
It's like,
I like
okay,
that.
these are all the things that McNeil can do. Now, if
I
he can
like
just
that.
get his hitting,
Yeah.
he's younger, cheaper.
Yep. And
He's
still
gonna
has
grow
a little
more.
bit of a ceiling to reach as well.
Exactly.
So, hey,
So I
McNeil,
think
you're
now would
expendable,
be
dude.
the time, honestly, when McNeil comes back. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. I think that with the owners that we have now, he's gonna feel like he has a little bit of loyalty, honestly, because you've already seen that. Like he feels like he's a really, if you're a Met, like he's gonna take care of you.
Right.
And
He will.
so we'll see first like what McNeil does when he comes back. But hopefully Acuna just forces his hand. It just does so well that they're like, yo, Jeff, sit down.
I'm glad you said that, bro, because that is my hope. I am hoping that Acuna, you know, I'm an Acuna. I love this kid's talent. I really want him to grab that second base job and keep it. But if Beatty does well as well, I'm willing to roll with that tandem. And that's where I'm at with it, because I just think there's more meat on the bone with those with what those kids can give than what McNeil can do at this point.
We've seen what McNeil can do.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Yeah. The ceiling is
Tiger
high.
doesn't change his stripes.
Yeah, that's right. And it just is what it is. And I just think, like you said, the ideal situation for the Mets would be if one of these kids or both of these kids grab the job and never let it go. And then you force McNeil to accept what it is. And I know they'll give him a chance to get going because he's a veteran player, but I'm hoping they make it a difficult decision and an obvious decision. So let's hope that's what we get to, man. Because, man, you're talking about a situation where if Beatty can just become a 20 homer guy, right? A 20 homer guy, hit about 280, you know, driving maybe 60 to 70 to 80 runs or whatever. Or you get Acuna, you get a little 265, 270, you know, a little pop, little 15 to 20 home runs or whatever, you know, or whatever, still be like 20 to 25 bases, bro. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, bro, that lineup is going to be so much better from top to bottom because now you're lengthening the lineup now. And now that's even more opportunities for RBI situations for Lindor, for Juan Soto, for Alonso, Vientos. It just would be such a good look for us, man. I just hope it gets that direction, man, for real. Seriously. But, you know, that's pretty much the deal. And also, I also want to highlight Pete Alonso. You know, I thought Pete Alonso had a good game today. He didn't get a lot of results with with RBIs, but he was patient. And that's something I did not see from him most of the time last year with runners on base, where clearly he was just trying to hit a home run every damn at bat in those situations most of the season. I'm saying he settled down into the playoffs, obviously, which thank God he did. But in the regular season last year, he did not do well with runners on base. And a lot of times the book was he was going to chase. And he didn't do that today. And against a damn good, tough pitcher than Valdez. Those 2 walks, I like to see that. He got a base hit today as well.
And no strikeouts at all.
There you go.
None.
You said it. No Ks.
That's the biggest thing. Like, honestly. Because if he doesn't strike out, this lineup completely changes.
Yes.
It really does, because then you have to worry about him either hitting. Obviously, you know, there's the 3. There's an out. There's a hit. There's a home run. You know, like those are the 3. You know, things that can happen.
Yeah,
I like my chances if he's not going to strike out a lot.
No No doubt about
And
it. No doubt about it.
honestly, like it seems like, with the exception of that one Nimmo at bat, it seems like they were all being patient. They were all waiting for their pitches. Like it seemed.
Yeah,
Like
they work counts.
Mm-hmm.
They work counts. Like I'm glad you said that as well, Ramon, because they worked the counts. It's not like they were just chasing bad pitches all day today. They just couldn't get runners in when they had the opportunities. They were very patient. They worked the count. They made Valdez work. They just got to give Valdez credit. He's a great pitcher. He made
Pitched
the
out
right
of some jams. Yeah, pitched out of some jams.
Yeah, he just pitched out of some jams, and the great ones do that.
Yeah,
they just find ways to get it done.
7 strikeouts. That's what the Astros had.
Yep.
So that means that they were patient as hell. 6 walks. We were patient as hell. It's just that we didn't get the timely hit today, and that's okay.
And
Game
we know
1.
that's coming soon. We know that.
Yeah.
Might beat them all. Oh, look. What's up, man? Cave checking in. What's goody, bro? He says, yo, what's good, boy, for sports? Let's go, Yanks. F Soto. Damn. I got man cave shit.
Damn.
I mean, damn. Are you really on it like that, my dude?
Damn.
Man, that is something I wasn't expecting to hear from my guy, man.
That feels personal.
Yeah, I see y'all still coping, man. Damn. I mean, shit, bro. Like, you know what, Man Cave? For those out there, go check out my Man Cave's channel, man.
That's
very
awesome.
informative channel. That's my guy right there.
That's funny.
He's a fellow Knicks fan. He's a fellow Giant fan, but man, he's a Yankee fan, and he is not a fan of the Soto to the Met move, man. I tell you. But I think, listen, man, Cave, you know that my guy's gonna get things done the next time, bro. So we'll see y'all soon, baby. We'll see y'all soon. I know you can't wait for when they match up in May. So that's gonna be fun, man. That's gonna be fun. Yankees got to win today, so congratulations, y'all got to win.
4-2. Devin Williams, he held on. Bases loaded, no outs, and he did his thing. Like he did what he was rated the best closer in baseball for a reason.
He's one of the best in the game, no doubt, except when he's facing the Mets and Pete Alonso. But hey, sorry, man, Cave, I had to do it. I had to do it, baby. I gotta get you back. I mean, but hey, shout out to the Yankees getting a dub today, man. Shout out to Devin Williams. Good job by them getting that done. You're gonna need every bit of it, bro, because those injuries are gonna hurt you, man.
Well, and that we talked about it offline, dude. That American League East is fucking brutal, man. Any of those 5 teams could win the division. Yeah, even Tampa, believe it or not. Like, they got talent. Like, any of those 5 teams can win. And
that Boston
with the Yankees taking like those big hits.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're the Yankees. I expect them to make a move. They're gonna get another arm, and I think the Yankees are gonna be okay. Me personally, but
I think they gotta be in. They gotta be in on Alcantara. They gotta be in. I hope the Mets are as well, but I don't see a world where the Yankees are not in on Alcantara when he's made available by the Marlins. Because
that's the thing.
They're a straight shit show about to tear down once again. What a surprise!
You and I spoke about it too. Remember, like the Yankees only teams they have to worry about are in their own division. Yeah. Honestly. Okay, the Astros won today, but I don't expect the Astros to be like the Astros of old. If they're going to win the division, they're going to win the division with like 83 games, in my opinion.
Well,
I don't see that happening.
You know what? I think
maybe Texas.
I think with the injury to Cole, that's a big deal, man. I'm not so sure the Yankees are that much head over heels over everybody right now. I think if they make a move for a top ace like Alcantara or somebody like that, or maybe Dylan Cease, that could get them back to where they are.
You know what? Honestly, they may not.
Personality, man.
They may not need.
I don't think their offense is going to be as good as it's been the last couple of years. I know Bellinger will hit some homers and stuff, but he's not Juan Soto. You know what I'm saying? He's not Juan Soto. Goldschmidt is he's long in the tube. He's on the other side of it. Now, if you get a phenomenal bounce back 1 year like that, Goldschmidt, then okay. But I think now they're gonna have to be more about their pitching. And hey, they got the horses, man. You know they lost Cole. They don't have Gill. You know Rondon. He's not trustworthy like that.
If
Max
Max
Fried is
Fried
good.
could be
Max
Max
Fried is
Fried.
that guy. He's good. His issue is health. If you keep him
Mhm.
healthy, he's gonna hold the Yankees down. He's a very good pitcher.
And that was exactly what I was going to say. If he could stay healthy,
That's his issue. It's the health. Just keep him healthy, and he'll do his job. No doubt
I
about it.
still think they need to make a move for a starting pitcher.
I agree.
I
That's
think
just
that
that's just too many big time top of the rotation pitchers not there. Like, is Gil even going to be back this year? Maybe late, maybe August. I'm hearing possibly, but it's not definite right now. And we know Cole's out for the year. You know, and you look at it. Are you going to trust Stroman? You
but the
know,
one thing that I will give the Yankees, that bullpen is disgusting.
no doubt about it.
So if their pitchers can just get through 5 at least, like
yeah,
they may have a Kansas City Royals situation, brewing, where you just give us 5, our bullpen will take care of the rest. We'll score just enough runs.
Just got to make sure they don't wear those arms out too early in the season, though. That's the only problem. But I agree that bullpen is very good, very good bullpen. You know, they're gonna get the job done in a lot of situations. Like you said, like we just mentioned, Devin Williams, one of the best closers, if not the best closer right now in the game. I hope Edwin Diaz is back to being healthy again, so we can have that conversation about how good Edwin Diaz is with Devin Williams, because Edwin came back last year after being out with that injury, and he wasn't Diaz that we're used to, which is expected coming off an injury and after missing a season. So, and I'm expecting him to be who he's supposed to be. Maybe not 2022. 2022 was a special season. That's very tough to see relievers have a season like that. But if he could just be Edwin Diaz that we know he can be, then we can have that conversation. But right now, I have to put Devin Williams ahead right now. Just not when he plays Pete Alonso. That's all.
I agree with you, Devin Williams. He's definitely the closer right now.
Man K says I'm just joking. We know you're joking, man. Listen, I love this. You know I love this shit, man. You know I love this shit, man. We got to get you on the show one of these days, man. I want to get you on the show, man. Maybe around Subway Series time, man. Maybe you might come join me on the show one of these days when Ramon, my fellow guy right here, whatever, man. We talk some Mets, Yankees, and hype up a little Subway Series talk, man. But for those out there, go check my man K channel, man. Very informative, does a real good job, man. He knows his stuff, man, for real. But listen, that's gonna wrap up today's show, man. Before we go, tomorrow's probables: Tyler McGill, Hunter Brown. We're gonna preview that real quick. Tyler McGill, listen. He lives. It seems like no matter what the Mets do, man, he's gonna always find a way to get in that
rotation. Back, man, somehow. Like seriously,
he lives, man. That man got 9 lives,
baby. He's like some sort of Terminator. Seriously, it's like
I'm telling you, bro.
Crush him, and he ends up like back. Like how?
It's amazing. It really is, man, because every time we think, okay, McGill, he's that depth piece, 6, 7, 8 guy in the rotation term. Give us depth, long man, if anything, spot starter. And then all of a sudden, man, he's pitching a home opener for us.
He's our number 2 starter.
This man got 9 lives, Ramon. I don't know. Listen, you know how I feel about McGill. I'm like, hey, just give me 5 minutes. That's just where I'm at with him. But it's early in the season. We need him. I actually agree with the strategy of what Mendoza did by having the rotation start with Holmes and McGill and stuff, because the lineup for the Astros is a very right-handed dominant lineup, and it actually plays to the strengths in that ballpark. So I totally get the strategy on that, and I like that. And especially the way I understand, I think it made it an easier decision with how well Clay Holmes pitched in the spring training. Yeah. So it made it an easy decision. So I get it. I get it. You want Peterson, you want Senga and these guys going in the other end of the week against the Marlins or whatever. So, to start the season. So, hey, Tyler McGill, keep us in the game tomorrow, man. Give me 5 innings, 2-run, 3-run ball against Hunter Brown. I don't know much about Hunter Brown, but, he's their second starter today. I'm sure Astros will have him ready to go. You have to say this is a game we got to score some runs. We got to get our bats going tomorrow. Framber Valdez, you give him credit. You tip your hat. You give him credit. He's one of the best in the game. He held our lineup in check today, and we just came up short when opportunities came. But we were in this game. We just couldn't get them in. 3-1 loss. But at the end of the day, this is a game I'm expecting the Met bats to bounce back. McGill, keep us in the game tomorrow, man. What do you think about that?
Tyler McGill, he's so Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes.
He's so Jekyll and Hyde. Like, you see him some games, like he'll give you freaking 8 2/3 innings of one hit ball, and you're like, all right, this guy's gonna be a future ace. And then he'll come back the next game and 2 innings, 7 runs, and you're like, this guy is horrible. But then he'll come back the next game and give you 6 innings, and it's like he sucks you in. And then he's like, no, I'm not that guy. Like, What are we going to get? That's the thing. Like, Who are we going to get? What Tyler are we going to get?
Exactly.
That's honestly, that's his biggest issue, because he has all the stuff to be a freaking ace. He really does.
Yeah.
He has the pitches. He obviously, he's shown you he can throw, deep into games. He's not scared of the moment. Like, you just throw him out there, he'll just pitch if you want him to.
He's capable of giving you a good 6-7 inning 2-run game every now and then, no doubt about it. He's got capable stuff to do it. I think it's just it's up here and it's mechanics with him all the time. He has these games where he gives up the long ball and remember, case in point, remember last year against Atlanta in that doubleheader.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
He was having a good game. He kept us in the game, but he kept on giving up long ball, going yard. I think he gave him like 3 solo home runs, but he pitched well in the game. He actually pitched all right. He kept us in the game, but it was just those long balls. It just seems with Tyler, it's always a pitch here or a pitch there that just gets away from him at the wrong time. And the team he's going against capitalizes, and it ends up doing him in. But for the rest, it's that 1 or 2 that 1 inning that does him in every time.
Every time.
Reminds me of Mike Pelfrey so much, man. I'm telling you. He
does. Because Pelfrey, I watched Pelfrey out here years ago.
Yes.
One hit the freaking Rockies in Coors Field.
Yeah.
And that, years ago. So, I mean,
he'll have a stretch just like Pelfrey. Like Pelfrey used to give us stretches of 2-run, 7-inning ball, or shutout 6-inning ball for like 4 or 5 starts. And then the next 6 starts, he would just, it would just give it up. It'd be like 5 runs in 2 innings and 7 runs and 5. It was just, McGill has that in him. He has to conquer that 1 bad inning to take his level up a notch. Listen. Agreed. I understand the move by Mendoza. I'm not mad about it. It's early in the season.
I like the move. I like the move. Yeah. I like the matchups. And then you see what McGill has early.
Yeah.
You see what Griffin has early. Channing Griffin, because he's the 3rd starter against Houston. See what they have early. You know what you're going to get from Peterson and Senga already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, see what you have from those guys. Because we do have pitchers waiting in the wing. We do, believe it or not, Met fans. We do.
Oh, I can't wait. Brandon
we have arms.
Let's go. I'm waiting for
him. We have at least 3 arms waiting in the wing right now.
Yep.
So, let's see what we have with these guys. If these guys can even give us average starters stuff with Peterson and Senga leading us, I take that. I take that all day.
All day. And listen, you just hope that Stearns is right. You know what I'm saying? And we doubted if he was right last year, but he ended up being right. We got a lot out of our starting rotation, out of players that we didn't think was going to be all that. I know I didn't. I didn't like the rotation last year. And I thought ultimately it was gonna keep us from being a playoff team, but we figured it out. That pitching lab is doing wonders. So let's hope that guys like Tyler McGill, like Canning, like Holmes, these guys are gonna find it and they're gonna be major contributors to this team. And based on the track record, you gotta trust it will. You just have to until it doesn't.
I trust the Mets pitching. Like I trust their pitching, their development. I trust all that. There's a reason why a lot of them they love the Mets pitching.
Right.
They love their pitching coach right now.
Right.
They love their development. But that's the thing. We've always been a pitching factory. We've always have been. There was only one, maybe one moment like there in the 90s when we had the three amigos. Remember the three aces? Isenhausen,
Izzy,
Pulsifer, and Wilson. Paul Wilson.
Yeah.
Remember there was supposed to be like besides that point in history of Mets history, like we've always had at least one good pitcher, 2 or 3 good pitchers in the pipeline.
That's who the Mets are. The Mets are more of a pitching-rich franchise more than position player franchise. And we know that's their calling card. When the Mets are good, their pitching is as good as anybody's in baseball. So, hey, the young pups are coming. They're developing. Brandon Strope might be ahead of the other guys at this point. But, hey, listen, these guys can keep going. They might be up here faster than we think. So let's see what happens,
I expect to see Brandon Sproat and Matt Allen up this year. Personally.
I think so too. Matt Allen definitely as somebody I'm keeping an eye on because he's kind of the older guy out of the crew, and he's just had some terrible luck with injuries. And he was one of our guys that we were looking forward to seeing.
He was Brandon Sproat before Brandon Sproat. Honestly,
exactly.
He was.
Man, they were comparing him to Harvey, for a while before he got injured.
Yes, they were.
So let's hope. Hey, let's hope he can get a chance to get up here too, because I would love to see. That would be a phenomenal revelation if all of a sudden Allen could contribute. Man, that would be huge. Man.
That would be wonderful.
No doubt about it. Clip says
Generation K. There you go. Man. Yep.
Yeah.
That's who they were. Pulsifer, Wilson, and freaking Izzy. Who ended up actually having a pretty decent career as a closer.
He did.
Not for us.
Not for us. No, not for us. No.
Appreciate you, Cliff. Thank you.
Yeah, good job by Cliff out there. As far as the opponent who were playing Hunter Brown, I know I said I don't know much about him. I meant I didn't know much about him in spring training. I know he was one of their top pitchers last year. I know there was some struggles down the stretch for him but listen, he's a good pitcher. Last year he was 11-9, 3.49 ERA. I didn't know his spring numbers, but I have him now. He was 1-1 with a 5.25 ERA, so 13 Ks in 12 innings. So, hey, listen, he's going to be ready. I just wanted to see if they stretched him out. It don't look like they stretched him out too much because he only had 12 innings in the spring, so which is a little surprising to me. But, hey, listen, Mets got to swing the bats tomorrow. You got to get some runs, get it going. This is going to be – that is the unit that's supposed to lead this team is our lineup. Our lineup is on paper is one of the best, supposed to be one of the best. We got some quality players, great players. They're going to – sooner or later, they're going to hit to the back of the baseball card, folks. Let's hope it starts tomorrow night.
Agreed.
So that's going to wrap up today's show. Before we do, let's get the last comment of the night. Cliff, I'm liking that the Knicks and Mets are giving me something to watch this season. Rangers, Jets, and Giants, not so much. Shaking my damn hand. What can you do? Yeah, man. Well, listen, Rangers are having a tough season. There's going to be changes after the season. I haven't talked much about the Rangers this year, but they're going to have a transition. I'm expecting Drury and Lavalette to be fired. I don't think they're going to survive this. I think their days are numbered. I think there's going to be some big changes there, and we'll see what happens there. The Jets. I know you're a Jet fan. Hey, they got Justin Fields, man. They let Rodgers go, so you got to see how that go. Draft is coming soon. Giants. You know what I'm stressing out over the quarterback situation. I have learned to understand.
W's now with Winston. But hey, I'm just happy that we're not going to win a lot.
No,
like I told you offline, we're not going to win a lot. but will be fun with Jameis Winston as a quarterback. I'm
Well, I
excited to
don't
see
know if
that.
Jameis is going to get in unless something catastrophic happens because we signed Russ now, and I expect Russ to be the starter unless listen, I'm expecting the Giants to draft the quarterback. Now, I expected it at the third pick. Now, I still think they will do it if Shador is there, but it's no guarantee he's going to be there. So I understand why they signed Russell Wilson, and I never knocked the move why they did it. I'm reserving judgment on if I'm happy about everything based on what the pick is at 3. Because if they pass on Shador, because I'm not expecting Cam Ward to be there. I've already accepted the fate. Cam Ward was my QB1, even though I like Shador and I wouldn't mind him being the quarterback or the pick. I'm accepting now Cam Ward is going to be the top pick in the draft with Tennessee. There was a report today I saw online, as we know it's Lions season, about how there's rumors that they told the Giants they want now the price went up. They want 3 first-round picks. They can kick fucking rocks with that shit.
Yeah.
Joe Shane, I will be pissed off if he gave up 3 first-round picks just to move up to 1 to get 2 spots to get Cam Ward, as much as I like Cam Ward. I'm not in on that. Maybe it's just trying to see if the Giants are that desperate. I'm sure Joe Shane's going to circle back as the draft gets closer and see if they can probably get a trade-up done without 3 first-round picks. I expect them to try, but ultimately, I think Ward goes number 1 to the Titans. It's going to come down to what Cleveland does. They are where the draft starts, man. Because if they pass on Shador and they take either, Travis Hunter or they take Abdul Carter, who I love Abdul Carter. I love both Hunter and Carter, but Carter's my number one prospect on this draft, in my opinion. But if they pass on Shador and Joe Shane does not take Shador Sanders at 3, I am going to lose it. I'm serious. I'm going to lose it because to me,
he may drop down to the Jets at 7 if we don't take him at 3 and he's there.
Bro, I don't think he gets past the Raiders. I don't think he gets past the Raiders.
Not. Yeah.
I know he's going to be taking it.
They are the Raiders, though. Is he the fastest player?
That's true. But I don't think the Jets will pass up on him either. I really don't see it.
No. I don't know.
I don't think they will either.
If he fell in their laps, they would laugh all the way to the freaking jersey sales.
Yeah. And then you're looking at a situation where now what are we doing? We're trading back in for Dart. I don't think Dart's going to get out the first round. I I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets or the Saints take Dart in the top 10. I really wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. The Giants, Joe Shane cannot pass on the quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. If your guy is there, you take your guy. Russ is only on a 1-year deal, okay? He's only on a 1-year deal, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take your guy. And I think that's the plan. They want to get a quarterback in this draft. It's just a matter of we don't know which one they really want. And I can't wait for the draft to see how it plays out, man. Yep. Seriously, man. So it's going to be interesting. But, hey, that's down the road, man. And yes, and just so y'all know out there who stopped by the channel, I will be doing a draft night live stream show. I can't wait for that. Y'all gonna get my full non-disclosed reaction to every pick in that round, every pick, especially when the Giants pick. So just so y'all know, look out for that going forward. But man, let's see what happens, man. Ramon, we here. We Giant fans. We want the best for our squad, man. They better not mess us up, man.
No, they can't. This would put us back like even longer than we already are. You know what I'm saying? Like this would. If they mess up this draft, it could be like 5 to 10 years before the Giants are good again.
I mean, you just can't justify to me, and I know we're getting off time because this is a baseball show, guys, but you cannot justify to me that the plan is to sign Russell Wilson to pass on Shador Sanders if he's there. If he is gone and Ward is gone, I get it. Then, hey, listen, don't force a pick. Don't tell me you taking Dart or Milroe or anyone like that at 3. I'll lose it on that.
It'll be Daniel Jones all over again.
I'm not doing that again. I will lose my mind. I wasn't on YouTube at the time we took Daniel Jones. Trust me, it would have been an epic meltdown how mad I was that night. But This time they do it again, I'll lose it. So I mean, I might drive to MetLife that night and wait for Joe Shane. I'm serious. Like I'm not even trying to hear that, bro. He gonna have to tell me in person why he did it. That it'll be that bad, bro. Seriously. But listen, let's see what happens on that. The only way you justify passing on a quarterback at 3 is if Shador and Water not there. Do not tell me, oh, well, the plan was Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston as the pivot because we went after Stafford and Rodgers. Don't tell me that was the pivot. Don't tell me that. I'm not. No, I can't do that. I can't do that because then it's just another dead man walking season and everyone's getting fired. So what are we even going to watch for? You know. Exactly. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Jonathan, butt fumble hashtag. Well, let me tell you something
right now.
Let me tell you something, man. If the plan is only Russell Wilson and a pass on a quarterback at 3, that's named either Shador Sanders or Cam Ward, that's a fumble in itself. Not butt fumble bad, but it's a fumble. And I don't want to see nothing to do with that. But, hey, it is what it is. But that's going to wrap up today's show before we
Thank you, Jonathan, for all your comments. Seriously, dude. I appreciate it.
Good job by Jonathan and Cliff as well. Thanks, guys, for chopping it up, man, with us, man. I appreciate it. But unfortunately, the Mets lose the opener tonight. They lose 3-1 to the Astros. Got another game tonight because, hey, folks, it's only one game, and that's what's great about the game of baseball. You lose today, there's always redemption waiting for you tomorrow. So let's see how it goes. The Mets will bounce back. Hopefully, it's tomorrow. But before we go, just want to say thank you to Cliff. Thank you for everyone tuning in with us, and we appreciate the love. We appreciate the feedback. And I just want to say, for those who are new to the channel, I appreciate if you would like and subscribe to Born for Sports because I talk all sports. I talk New York Mets baseball. As you can see, big-time New York Mets fan. Season just beginning. We're going to have a lot of fun this year. Trust and believe. Just keep sticking with me, man. I talk Yankees. I talk whatever baseball. I talk New York Giants football. Big-time Giant fan here. The draft is coming soon. Let's see where it goes. Look out for that Giant content coming up. It's going to be live when I drop that for y'all. I talk New York Knicks basketball. Hey, it's getting late early now, folks. The playoffs are around the corner. Knicks are one game away from clinching a playoff spot. We know that's in the bag. Just a matter of what seed they're going to finish. They're in a race for the 3rd seed. Hey, Jalen Brunson, he's getting close to returning for the playoffs. And the playoffs are on deck. Think about 10 games left. I talk New York Knicks basketball. I talk Nets basketball. I talk Yankees. I talk Jets. I talk about whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports, especially New York sports. Ramon, you get the last comment of the night, man.
No, thank you for having me, like always. A lot of fun.
Appreciate
just want to let people know in Colorado during the Yankee season, during the Yankee series or the Mets series, let me know. Stop by and say hi. I'm always there. I'm at every Rockies game. Shoot, if you're in Denver and you want to catch a game, hit me up.
Y'all hear the man. Y'all hear the man. Especially if you're a Met fan, come drop by and show our guy Ramon some love, man. For real, for real. But that's going to do it tonight. Shout out to Met Nation. Like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go, Mets.
Let's go.